The UN Climate Conference continues in Baku, Azerbaijan. Activists say a new loss and damage fund needs more financing urgently and must be administered in a timely manner if it is to right the wrong inflicted on vulnerable nations in Africa. The UN says the climate crisis has hit African economies hard despite its minimal contribution to emissions. For more on the impact of climate change on the continent, CGTN's Dina Matengo visited a region in western Kenya where extreme flooding has disrupted the lives of millions.
These are just some of the houses that families in the county of Kisumu in western Kenya once called home. The destruction caused by floods is evident here.
I've lived in this house for many years, and as you can see, the flooding has caused this damage. Whenever the floods come, I have to move out and then return. And this has been my situation for 8 years.
Water overflowing from the nearby Lake Victoria and flooding due to heavy rains earlier this year has left many houses submerged. Some stand abandoned, while others bear cracks, a strong reminder of how lives here have been shattered by climate change. In the Nyando area, temporary camps house those forced out of their homes by flooding. Grace Akoth is one of those who sought refuge at this camp.
We face many problems, including sanitation. Just look at the state of our bathing areas.
In Nyakach, still in Kisumu County, those hit the hardest by recent bad weather are struggling just to get by.
I had 6 goats and their 2 kids, but they all died. I also had 10 cows and they all died too. I received 25 chickens from my women's group, but they were all swept away.
People living in this area are worried that their settlements and towns could soon be abandoned, as extreme weather events have become more frequent in recent years, making life harder for many.
Something like 20 to 30 years, the place will not be there, because this backflow nowadays, it happens very fast, because the first one happened in 62, 63, then from 63, there was no backflow until 82. Then from 82, it again stayed up to 2019, 2020. Then now 2020 to 2024, a very short period.
Perennial flooding in Kisumu has displaced thousands. The local administration says it is trying to resolve the problem but still faces funding challenges.
For long-term solution is to construct a dam. We could handle and possibly relocate people along the lake if need be. But if we can handle what is coming, the water is harnessed for other uses, for farming, for hydropower, for domestic use, then we will save lives.
Climate change experts say such funding shortfalls need to be addressed. Currently, countries at COP29 have pledged $700 million as part of the Loss and Damage Fund.
We hope that after this COP, we are going to have money for loss and damage. Because another challenge we are finding is that there are difference between commitments, pledges, and delivery.
For now, these communities affected by the changing climate are working hard to rebuild their lives, even as they continue hoping that the support they desperately need will reach them soon. As delegates carry on with climate discussions in Baku, Azerbaijan, the plight of families in this area in Nyando, western Kenya, underscores the need for global action. The Loss and Damage Fund remains a lifeline for these communities to ensure that they are not left behind in the fight against climate change. Reporting for CGTN, I'm Dina Matengo in Kano area, western Kenya.